Sandra K. Coming home, Sandra K.
What does it take to get to the top? You have to start at the bottom. Contest master, fellow Toastmasters, yes. I grew up in Michigan. Summers were great, winters not so much. Our family vacationed in Florida over the winter holidays. My uncle's family, which included my only girl cousin, Joni, shared a condo with us. As soon as the temperature hit 70 degrees, all 5 cousins were in the swimming pool. Northerners. The year that I was 10 and my cousin Joni was 5, we came down, got in that swimming pool. Our parents are sitting over the side. None of us could swim. We just concentrated on splashing as much water out of that pool as possible. We were having a great time. Until I looked over and saw Joni 8 feet away from me, thrashing in the deep end. I yelled as loud as I could, trying to get my parents' attention. They kept talking. I yelled again. No response. I was 20 feet away from the steps to get out of the pool. And I knew I didn't have the time to go there because Joni was going down. I sank to the bottom of the pool, jumped up, and sank down even deeper, and jumped up, and as I rose to the surface, I grabbed Joni and I heaved her toward the shallow end. Over and over, I went to the bottom, came up, throwing her across the water until it was finally shallow enough I could carry her from the pool. I saved my cousin, but at the same time, I saved myself. I was a gawky, tall, unpopular, uncoordinated, socially naive, athletic disaster. I could do a lot of things, but I was afraid to be that me because it seemed unacceptable. Saving Joni, I learned to go deep. And in going deep, to find my strength and go forward from there. But it was a lesson that I had to relearn later. I didn't remember it for a lot of years. In 2001, my career as an IBM project manager was derailed by 24 years of multiple sclerosis. And I had to remake myself. I went back to what I enjoyed as a child. Guess what? I liked nature, and I liked creative activities, and I liked psychology. Yeah, I was a geek. So I figured I had to go that direction, and for the next 15 years, that's what I did. I wrote 1,000 resumes. I edited the work of 90 authors. And I wrote and distributed 250 motivational newsletters that went out to 7,000 people on 6 continents. That's the creative part. I was a life coach for individuals. I was a career coach for my resume clients, and I am a leadership coach at the University of Tampa MBA program. That's the psychology part. I grow a garden. I keep honeybees. And I am a master gardener with Hillsborough County. That's the nature part. So I went back and gathered all that together. Today, I work with clients, students, and adults who have lost their career direction or haven't found it. And sometimes they have been doing the same job for years, over and over, and what they're doing, they're on a job merry-go-round. It's a miserable merry-go-round where they're getting off one horse and getting on another, and they keep going in circles and they're not really going anywhere. Or we have other people who absolutely hate the jobs they're doing, but they're afraid to let go of them. So I asked them one critical question, and it's a question I found more effective than any other question. People can hit rock bottom in their careers, and rock bottom careers looks like jobless, bankrupt, homeless at the worst. But I have another method of getting to that bottom with this one question. That is, when you were a child and nobody told you what you should do, what did you choose to do? Now, why would I ask that question? It's kind of a strange sort of question. One of the things that question does is it helps you identify your emotional home. And that is because as an adult, childhood is your emotional home. If you think back to what home felt like, it was what you had as a child. Another reason is that when we have foods we like. We call them comfort foods. We also have comfort activities. Comfort activities are things when you do them, you feel like you belong doing them. Childhood preferences in what you do are often a great clue as